Right, so we've now taken the cakes out of the oven and they are now sitting on a wire trivet cooling, and they'll need another few minutes before we do anything with them. So we'll come back in a few minutes' time. Well, right, now the cake has cooled and it's... Well, it's not my fault you can't get it right.
Yeah, you haven't got a big enough screen.
The cake is cooled.
I've got your tummy in it.
It's been trimmed and it's been stuck together with jam. And what I've done is I've rolled out the marzipan. And I've got the butter icing here. And this is where a Mary Berry goes wrong. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spread my butter icing like this on the marzipan, just over 2 inches from one end. And then I'm going to take my cake and I'm going to place it on the marzipan.
Don't squish it.
And I'm going to squish it down.
Oh, I said don't squish it.
Now, just pick that up to make sure.
Oh,
what
yes.
we want is the seam right on the corner. So, let's get some more butter icing now. If I got it wrong, by the way, I could just roll it out and make it a little bit longer. If it's too long, it's not a problem. We can just cut it.
You've got your shoulder right in it. Can you do that?
We'll cut that bit out then.
You have to. That's better. So how many sponges did you cook to get this then?
One pink, one whatever it is. One plain one. And put it on the corner there. Then I'm going to fold that up. And that should stay in place. Then we take more of the butter icing and apply it to the marzipan here. Now, Mary Berry and a variety of other cooks and recipes suggest that you put this on the cake, but actually the cake falls apart and moves all over the place if you do that, so we're not going to. And the butter icing was simply 40 grams of butter that was softened, 100 grams of icing sugar and whipped up. I think that should be enough.
Did you use Mary Berry and whipped up in the same sentence?
Now we've got to be careful here that we don't
fuck up.
Mark or damage the marzipan. Then if I roll it over, use the back of the knife not to damage the worktop. Pull that piece off. And then there's just the seam to deal with. Now what we're going to do here is...
Are you going to crimp?
Only very slightly on the seam.
Tell us where you're going then.
I'll go for some scissors. Now I'm going to cut the excess off. Leaving virtually invisible seam, which we'll put on the bottom. Now I need... I'll do it on the plate. I was going to get the chopping board.
Don't rush it, Jonesy.
Very, very gently. Cut the excess off there. That noise you might hear in the background was my wife, the executive producer, breaking wind.
Yeah, like the blue you got.
Now at this stage, what we really need, but what we haven't got, is a microwave turntable, so we can turn it round and do the theme from the Anglian TV advert.
I think you should do the theme from Hawaii 5-0.
Now tell me that isn't the best Battenberg that you've seen all day. Actually that ends a bit. How about that? Lovely.